Day. Now, among the key issues taking Azimio La Umoja coalition and its supporters to the streets on Monday for the much publicized mass action is the IEBC recruitment impasse. On one hand, Raila Odinga is demanding the reinstatement of 4 IEBC commissioners kicked out of office by President William Ruto after he suspended them from office, while on the other hand, the government has engaged its overdrive gear in recruiting new commissioners after successfully assembling a selection panel, then declaring vacancies. So, will Azimio MPs sponsor changes to the law to slam brakes on government? Does the coalition have sufficient numbers? Which way IEBC? Duncan Khaemba takes a look.
Really, mwezi wa March umefika. Sasa ni saa ya kupiga parapanda.
Once again, Raila Odinga will be taking to the streets demanding a stake in the reconstitution of the country's electoral body, IEBC. Less than 24 hours to the planned street protests in the capital, Nairobi, Odinga remains relentless on the thorny issue of reconstituting the commission.
That election commission is the referee in the game of elections and must be appointed in consultation among all sections of the community, particularly the major players, the political parties. We have not been party to what is going on right now.
Azimio coalition is accusing the government of micromanaging the process, whose endgame they claim is already known.
What is being appointed is a Ruto commission, which is aimed at rigging the 2027 elections in advance. We will not accept this.
From the onset, Raila Odinga's wing has been opposed to the process of IEBC reconstitution. When a public petition was presented to Parliament demanding removal of 4 IEBC commissioners, Team Azimio vehemently opposed the move and boycotted Justice and Legal Affairs Committee sittings that eventually saw the National Assembly recommend to the President removal of 4 IEBC commissioners, which he did by suspending the Cherera 4, prompting 3 to resign, while the 4th faced a tribunal. When President William Ruto gave a nod for the establishment of IEBC Commissioner Selection Panel, the opposition kept off, declining to lend credence as the team begins recruiting new commissioners.
He is telling us that he wants to decide who will appoint the IEBC. He doesn't want the law. He doesn't want the constitution. He doesn't want the Law Society of Kenya to appoint people. He doesn't want religious leaders to appoint people. He doesn't want PSC. He doesn't want Parliamentary Service Commission. He doesn't want political parties to decide. He wants to decide himself against the constitution and with no law. That is anarchy.
In the run-up to the 1997 general election, the opposition, civil society organizations, and the church protested President Daniel Moi's move to single-handedly appoint ECK commissioners, and after months of bloody protests, a gentleman's agreement in the name of Inter-Parties Parliamentary Group IPPG was crafted that saw both ruling party KANU and major political parties participate in nomination of the commissioners. 10 years later, in 2007, while still recovering from the shock of the 2005 referendum laws, President Mwai Kibaki discarded the 1997 IPPG since it was not anchored on any law and appointed all the over 20 commissioners alone, a move that gave opposition grounds to dispute the presidential election results, sparking post-election violence in several parts of the country, leaving the country in political turmoil until the international community stepped in, stopping the violence. In 2016, Raila Odinga's squad outfit was in the streets, pushing for IEBC commissioners' overhaul through weekly Monday protests dubbed Machozi Monday, until a political deal was struck that saw Isaac Hassan-led team hounded out of office. However, as things stand, Azimio stands slim chances of pushing any changes through Parliament, following Kenya Kwanza's heavy poaching of its members, depleting its numbers from the majority to now minority, and more members continue teaming with the government side.
That's why we said that all Kenyans of goodwill should converge tomorrow, march together to the center of the city. It shall be a grand march to State House to claim our victory.
Former Presidents Daniel Arap Moi, Mwai Kibaki and Uhuru Kenyatta were at different times of their reign forced to have a political ceasefire with Raila Odinga. It is now President William Ruto's turn. Will he follow suit or will he stand his ground? Duncan Haemba, NTV, Nairobi.